Hello, my name is Alex Eiler, and for Ecosystems, I want to present an expanding idea of how ecosystems can improve their seminars. And through this overview, I hope to present my own experiences with ecosystems in their seminars, give some ideas on how to improve these seminars and support them, as well as make some recommendations to pursue. And so, who am I? Well, I used to be your average four-year student at a local university. And as an inspiring political science student, in my last year I took a course called IRA in the Policy World, which mainly made me draft papers, documentations, memos, and all sorts of written ideas and presentations for government officials and for the general public. But I also had this one major problem that I could not stop, and that was being concise. Trying to be concise was my major problem. And I could not be concise because I usually use grammar and jargon that was pertaining to the field. And so after graduating, I decided to try to seek a solution that was through ecosystem seminars. And what I found was very satisfying because I not only improved my verbal communication skills, I drastically improved my written communication skills in business communication through transforming my ideas of how grammar mechanics worked within a paper, as well as finding different types of learning I never knew about, such as how to tone your paper properly and how to communicate with different age groups. And although ecosystem seminars are very satisfactory, there is also room for improvement because in an estimated paper in 2021 by Thompson, out of the Western world's 2.7 billion workers, an estimated 40% only receive training once or not at all in a year. And that's shocking because ecosystem seminars can try to grasp this unmarketed or unattainable market and essentially try to improve their own seminars to appeal to a wider audience. And so as a improvement of these seminars, I hope to propose several ideas that include first fostering ethical standards, because when employees usually come to a company at first, they have different values and understandings of how the world works. And providing an agreed upon social accountability network, we can improve communication culture within a company as well as foster a framework for the retention of employees and create a positive public perception, as well as having network responsibility, because having the ability to socialize within a company is important because giving the opportunity for coworkers to introduce themselves is essential for daily business communication skills. As in a second proposal for improving training programs, we should expand remote technology. And I know COVID, we're all very fatigued in our communication skills and trying to use technology, but it is so important to embrace these current technologies because they can vastly improve training programs that we're trying to implement. And that by creating training programs that are centered on hybrid learning, having strong institutional strategies, as well as having a durable skill set and meeting with others, it can be geared towards people with accessible technologies such as an everyday smartphone. As a third improvement to these current seminars is the idea of having satisfaction through training, and having practical skill sets is important because companies highly sought out workers who had compositional skills, presentation skills, and leadership skills. And combining that with educational development can vastly improve the productivity of a company as a whole. And last but not least is having diversity culture training within ecosystem seminars, because the companies that ecosystem trains usually are communicating with different cultures and those who do not primarily speak English. And so to train employees in different cultures and having that basic understanding vastly improves the understanding and productivity a company might succeed on an international scale. And also promoting multilingual abilities, such as having more languages than one, can gain new information for employees and companies, influence successful outcomes, and likely lead to more cooperation among different companies around the world. And so my recommendations for this is to implement these in the order presented. So providing an ethical agreed upon standards for companies and training programs, it can provide the basis for a much needed expanded technology skill set that can be more accessible to employees of a company. We can also provide skill sets in education and practical skills that are much highly sought after and can vastly improve productivity, as well as internationalize employees to better face the work environment of the new, ever-changing world